like this number. It's my next age coming up this year.
I knew it,
I
and
will
it's
be
a
44.
double, and it's a double digit.
It's a
I like
double
those
four.
numbers.
It's a double 4. Thank you. And welcome back. Thank you for all of you guys who are listening. Thank you all of you guys who are watching. We're grateful, and this show is brought to you again by absolutely no one.
There's someone who brings it. It's brought to you by SKC.
It's brought to you by SKC Live, your kids' martial arts program, virtual #1 martial arts program for kids, SKC Live or SKC Karate. And this show is brought to you by SKC Live.
That's right. And check us out on YouTube.
Check us out on YouTube. I'll put the link in the description below. So make sure you guys go ahead and watch those videos. If you have kids at home that are interested in trying out martial arts, it's a great program. There's a mascot. Then, of course, if you want to train live with Sensei, then you can sign up for the live Zoom classes and you'll be able to get personal training. You can see
classes.
in live classes. That's right, from anywhere you are. So if you guys are interested in signing up your children, our best class right now is the 4 to 6 year olds. Okay, so if you guys have any 4 and 6 year olds at home that have nothing to do after school, and you want them to learn something, you want them to learn some focus, some discipline, you want them to learn karate, you want them to learn some coordination, balance, strength, stamina, speed, focus, attitude, black belt attitude, everything that comes with martial arts, SKC Live, SKC Karate is the way for you to go right now.
It's actually the way of the future, guys.
It's the way of the future right now. So check out the videos. They're a lot of fun on YouTube. Check out, sign up for a class, right? There'll be a free class. I'll put the link in the description below. And that's our main sponsor. So make sure you guys like it. And also, for the adults listening at home, you guys can train martial arts too, because actually the 2 best classes that we have right now are the 4 and 6 year old and the adult class. I guess the juniors are kind of lost in transition because they have a lot of Xbox and stuff like that. Right. So, but we also do 7 through 12 year olds. And so if you guys are interested in SKC Live, that's the plug. It's brought to you by SKC Live. Go ahead and sign up.
Sorry.
Representing SKC Karate right there. Very good. And so, and of course, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and of course, leave us a comment. And we read all the comments, and all the good ones we reply back to. All right. All the bad ones we just ignore. Right. Like anything that goes against anything that we're saying, we just ignore those. I'm kidding. We like the debates. We're just not going to get into debate with you guys because I don't, sometimes the message is lost in transition.
I agree.
Being that words can be taken differently where you don't hear
different
how the person is delivering the message.
I agree.
If you don't hear how the person is delivering the message, then you're just reading it with your own tone.
Perception.
And, like it could be, thank you. It could be, thank you.
That's what I'm saying, with your own perception. Yeah. Same thing with your own tone. I agree completely with you. And I think that happens a lot in this world. What do you think?
I think that's what's happening right now a lot in social media. And that's why so many people get into so many fights, because you don't get to hear you don't get to see the other person's action as they're saying it. And you do see a lot. Well, you know what? I didn't mean it like that. Oh, because they answered back rough. Well, why are you saying that? Well, because you said this and this and this, and it wasn't this. Well, I didn't mean it like that. I meant it like this. I'm sorry, and I respect your opinion. I've seen that a lot, but I've also seen some freaking cat fights on Facebook.
I agree.
And it's all because we can see and listen to how the message is being delivered. I think
exactly.
That's the big cause.
But you know what? Going along those lines, I actually think that when someone sends a verbal message out through speaking, it all depends on your past experiences on how you're going to take what's delivered to you. So if when you were being raised as a child or growing up, if people were always like demeaning and nasty to you, and someone comes and say, hey, good day, and does maybe something like this, like a gesture with the hands, I wonder if a person takes that in a negative way.
I think it all depends where you're from.
That's right.
Because there's so many people, like there's so many things, actions, words, phrases that mean different things in different parts of the world. Like for instance, I think in the Northeast, buddy. Hey, buddy. It's kind of associated as, an aggressive tone. Hey, buddy. Buddy. I'm not your buddy. Buddy. Hey, buddy. Right?
And it could be said as the
yeah,
nicest
buddy
way. Yeah.
It's a nice way. Hey, buddy.
What's up?
What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
But if you go, hey, buddy. But now, if you put it in a social media post, well, excuse me, buddy. How's it going to sound? You see how I said it? You can tell. But if you go, excuse me, buddy. Can I get a better understanding of this? Or, excuse me, buddy. Can you give me a better understanding of this?
And then people love to use cap locks.
Yeah. Now, if you put
And
caps, now you know what
exclamation.
If there's something like that, then it is aggressive. All right. You want to make a point.
And now one time.
Make sure you get that point. Because that point
is very importante.
Gotta get the point. Put the exclamation point.
How many of those do you have to put before they get the point? Because I've seen a whole bunch of those. And then some people do just the regular one, and then there's these big fat red ones. Yeah. What does the big fat red ones mean?
Motherfucker! That's what it means. Motherfucker!
I don't know. I don't use those. I use question mark exclamation point.
My favorite emoji that I like using is the huh.
I like the one.
Yeah, that one. The way you think.
I put interesting.
So instead of a question mark, I just put that. Because I like to post questions. I don't like to make so many statements, but I just like to post a question. Because I don't understand it sometimes. So if I ask a question, I'm wondering to myself. So when I make a post, I usually put that instead of a question mark now. Like I used to put a question mark back when the emoji did not exist, but now it exists.
Better, right?
Yeah, the emoji exists. So.
And does that one exist with the avatar?
And it's friendly. Yes, I think so.
Oh, so you should put the avatar.
Nah, it takes too long.
Oh.
I have to start looking for it, change my keyboard around to the other one. But the emoji, I just got to type in like question mark, and it just comes up. Or I put huh.
Oh, interesting.
I put huh. It's shorter.
It is shorter.
I put huh. H-U-H. Huh?
Like if you were dumb.
Yeah. I am. Listen, I am a dumb.
No, you're not dumb. What's a dumb?
You see how dumb I am?
You're not dumb. Nobody's dumb.
Listen, there's some dumb motherfuckers out there.
No, they're just not well-rounded and educated.
It means they're dumb.
No, it doesn't. It just means that they don't have an expanded mind.
So because they're dumb.
Babes.
Listen, there's dumb people, there's smart people. So a smart person hasn't found the dumbness.
Who counts who's dumb and who's not? Who measures that?
You keep making dumb mistakes, you're dumb. If I tell you, if you go over a lesson, right, and 2 + 2, you already figured out is 4, and then, a week later, 2 + 2, and you put 5, you're dumb.
You didn't memorize it.
Yeah, so you're dumb. You didn't apply yourself, so you're dumb. Listen, if you don't apply yourself, if you don't commit yourself to something, now, even if you fail, but you committed yourself and you gave it your all, you can't be considered dumb.
That's true.
But if you don't even apply yourself, at least a little bit to learn, to intrigue yourself with new knowledge, to gain this information that you so desperately need because you're dumbing yourself down even more. You're dumb.
That's true.
You're dumb because
but then you have to be careful because now information is so biased.
Information is biased, but you can get any information you want, whether it's good or bad, whether it's the information you so need to prove your point because you'll find valid reasons and points and articles on your dumbass point.
That's true too.
And you can also find great articles on your great point. Wow, that's a great point. Do you use something to back it up? Absolutely. I have 5 different articles that I'm going to post on Facebook in the next 3 hours. And I'm going to show you guys all my research.
Well, lately I've been seeing that when I do research on Google, it's very selective. So before I used to get like things about holistic healing and just different options on different topics. And now like if I look up, a vitamin to see like whatever I'm looking at, I usually do like health stuff. I'm seeing that only MD is coming out
MD.
or WebMD or only medical references of whatever is approved by the government.
Well, you want to know why?
Why?
Because they pay the most money to be in front of your face. So the algorithm sends you that because you're a good candidate because you're trying to get healthy. So what they're going to do, they're going to send you somebody that's not paying for advertising?
Yeah, but
What they're going to do is that, oh, wait a minute, this person is into health, fitness. She's into this category. Health, fitness, supplements. Maybe you've looked up certain illnesses. Maybe you've looked up viruses, like right now with the pandemic and all that stuff, right? And you've been intrigued by it. Well, you're going to get more medical ads because they're the ones. Medicine has a lot of money. They're loaded in money. So they pay a lot of advertising to be in front of your face. So Facebook grabs these people's ads or these companies' ads, and they'll go, well, this is a perfect candidate because she's into health and fitness. She's looking to get better. She's looked at supplements. She's looked at this. Let's put this ad in front of her face.
No, but I'm talking about the internet. Google's now being very selective. Or, like you said, they're paying for these ads, but I'm not able to find other websites that I used to find where I used to find some really good information anymore.
Wow.
Like they're becoming dinosaurs or they're taking them out of circulation.
Yeah, because there's a lot of there is a lot of false information out there from both the medicine side and the holistic side. Because they're both full of shit at some point. Both of them. At some point, they're talking shit and they don't know what they're talking about. And a lot of points, they both know exactly what they're talking about and they're not full of shit and they're 100% correct. Both of them. So, medicine, you got a broken arm, you got something like that, you got an illness and you need a blood transfusion. Let's say you need a blood transfusion for whatever the case may be. You're not going to go holistic.
No, of course not.
You're going to go to a medicine. So they're not full of shit on that. They're 100% correct and they know exactly how to do a blood transfusion. But if a holistic person comes in and tells you, listen, you don't need that because when you do a blood transfusion, you're going to get you're going to get this and this and this and this and this. And they'll tell you everything to scare you, just like the medical side will. And then they're going to sell you
something different.
And then they're going to sit back and wait and say, let's see if it works. Oh shit, it didn't work. Full of shit. Blood transfusion for next person. Don't kill another person, man. Looks bad on our record. But that's how medicine also started. They would do tryouts. Somebody dies. I guess that didn't work. Gotta try something else. Yeah. Before they would probably try to heal the person's leg that had gangrene. Then they realized you gotta cut it off. There's nothing you can do. You gotta cut it off. Even in today's age, you still cut it off. Do you cut it off for gangrene? Like if you get gangrene on your foot.
Well, they try. They'll cut off as much as they can of the.
But a lot is cutting off. Mm-hmm. Like it's getting cut off, right? Because they probably did try at one point to go holistic with with herbs or who knows back in 600 years, 1,000 years.
There wasn't enough
2,000 years ago when gangrene was probably more relevant. They were like, we tried to save him, he freaking died. All right, we tried this. People just keep dying with gangrene. Listen, what's the best way? Cut it off. Let's see if they live. Cut it off. They lived. All right.
Yeah.
In the record books, there you go. There you have it. But through trial and error is how you learn. Like imagine the first person that tried the good batch of berries.
How about the bad batch of berries?
Yeah, there was somebody that tried the bad batch.
Don't touch that one.
Oh shit. Tony started foaming. White stuff started coming out of that boy's mouth. He dead. He a dead boy.
Do not
he dead.
eat those.
Do not eat those berries.
I guess. Dang, even there you have those who
listen, everybody.
So is that the same thing with this vaccine?
With what? Trial and error?
Yeah.
It is trial and error. I mean, they did try it out. Supposedly it did work. Now, here's the other thing I I think I heard.
Yeah,
or
but
I
what?
read,
How many people? 10,000? How big was this study?
it was across the globe, across kids, adults, everybody.
And then are
I
these people walking around like with a live vaccine in their body?
think they're great. I think they're doing really good.
So you're gonna go get the vaccine?
Well, here's what I've heard. I've heard that if you don't get the vaccine, you can get reinfected again. And so if you've gotten it and you don't get the vaccine, then you can get it again. If you've gotten it and you get the vaccine, good chances are that you might not get it again. But there is potential side effects, and there is potential side effects that the second time it gets you, it could be worse as well. You know, like I had it. I beat it quick in a couple of days. You know, we didn't even realize I had it. I thought it was food poisoning of some sort for a day. And but I lose my breath fast now.
Yeah.
I lose my breath really fast. Like I was at the gym and I'm doing some bag work. I'm on the bag and I'm hitting the bag. And I'm only going for 90-second rounds. And man, at the end of the 90 seconds, now I don't know if it's the mask because I do have to wear a mask.
Yeah, so it's a lot of the carbon dioxide that's going back into the
I come out today. I was doing deadlifts at the gym, and on my last rep, I was at rep number 10. I had to put it down. I said, "Oh my goodness, am I gonna pass out here?"
You can't just bring your nose down and breathe a little bit through your
I
nose?
do.
Okay.
But after I'm done, I don't want to be breathing with my face mask out because when you're lifting weights, well, when you're lifting weights, you exert a lot of energy. So I guess a lot of particles come out, and I don't want to release all the particles in the air, right? So after I finish my rep, I kind of bring it down a bit. The gym is not full as well. It's not as full as it used to be. So I bring it down a bit, and then I breathe. But today I felt like I was gonna pass out. Like I felt the blood rush through my brain, and I've seen these videos on social media that these dudes. I follow these pages that are like workout pages, right? And these dudes, this dude does a deadlift, and then he walks up and he just goes.
Oh, poor guy.
he just fainted, right?
Too much carbon dioxide in the blood.
So I go to the corner. I'm like, oh Jesus, let me just start squatting down so the fall's not too hard.
Yeah.
Right?
Smart idea.
I start squats. I feel myself they're getting lightheaded, right? So I'm squatting down. Because if I squat down or if I kind of squat a little bit on the floor, if I pass out, I'll kind of fall over. I won't fall from the top. But then my next fear is, I'm expecting to pass out, right? And then opening my eyes after I wake up and just seeing strangers over me going. And then nobody's going to get close to me because of COVID. Right? They're going to be like, that motherfucker got COVID. He fainted, But when you were there, I always felt a little bit safer.
Yeah.
Because I said, fuck it. If I pass out, you'll take care of me.
Yeah.
Like I will take care of you. Like we just take care of each other. But I remember there was one day... So I used to get these heart palpitations back in the day, right? And we used to go on the treadmill.
Okay.
And I used to be on the treadmill, going on the treadmill, on the elliptical machine. It was one of them, right? And I started feeling these heart palpitations. I'm like, oh man, I really don't want to go in the gym, Because after 40, you're like, fuck. You feel any pain, that's it. It's over. I love you guys. I love my wife. I love my son. I think I'm going to go, right? So then I start thinking, wait a minute. If I die here, number one, I know you're going to make a scene. Right? Help! Somebody help! Call 911.
I'll call 911 right away, yeah.
But I'm like, fuck, she's going to make a scene. And then what happens if it's a false alert? If it's not really... ambulance-y type of event. I just passed out. Do people just pass out? Out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, but they feel something before they feel something before they pass out.
I did feel something before, right? So, when you stand up too fast and everything starts malfunctioning.
Yeah.
You ever stand up really
fast? That's a vitamin deficiency.
One of those things. I don't know. To me, I call it lightheaded, right?
Yeah, but if you're getting it often, then it's
I don't get it often, but every so often, I've been getting a lot less lately.
Good.
A lot less. I used to get it more. And so it's kind of that feeling when you stand up and everything malfunctions. So I'm like, oh, fuck. The place I don't want to go. I don't want to go in the gym. Like we're a whole bunch of strangers. Like I know them, but you don't know them.
I get it. Of course.
Like you want to be surrounded with people that.
But you're not. You're too young.
No, but I'm saying for the future.
Yeah.
Like I expect to be at the gym.
So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have a panic button in our home gym. So if something happens, you can press the button.
See, I wouldn't mind going there.
I know.
Like at the home gym, yeah. How am I gonna press the panic button if I'm already in panic?
You better press that button so I can run.
I pass out, right? How do I? Fuck, it's at the other side.
Okay, so I'll make sure it's
I've
on
fallen,
your body.
and I can't get up.
So you can
Remember those things? Yeah, but because I expect to be going to the gym if I'm around 80, 90.
Yeah.
I expect to be going to the gym at that age.
I agree.
Why wouldn't I be going to the gym?
Why not? Even if it's just to do very lightweight.
You are. Do you want to
stay good?
Yeah, you want to keep your body moving, right?
You have to.
But I wouldn't want to go, like at that age, in a public gym.
No. I wish everybody could just go when they're close to their family. Those they love. That would be the ultimate goal.
To go around those you
But
love.
then it doesn't matter because when you go, you come right back anyways.
What do you mean?
To a new person.
Do you? Oh, if you believe in reincarnation.
Where else do you go?
I have my own theory.
We all do.
Yeah, we all have a theory. I read somewhere that the reason you can never see yourself die or see yourself dead in a dream is because your brain doesn't know what's after.
Interesting.
So it cannot create a picture in your head, and that's why you can never see yourself like fully dead, and that's why you always wake up, because your brain doesn't know what's after. You don't know. Nobody knows.
Who said this? Joe Rogan?
No, I read that in one of those memes, social media thing. It's got this called fun facts.
I don't think it's true. I think that she's not allowed to show you.
How about if you don't know?
You do know.
You do know?
As a being, you know everything.
Yeah. No, there you go. So,
How about you?
So you do know. I don't know. I just read something that's called facts. I don't know. I have no idea. But it makes sense. It makes sense because if every time you you fall off a cliff, you wake up, you jump up. Somebody hits you with a bat, you wake up. You get into a car accident. These are not dreams. These are fucking nightmares. Right? 'Cause if you're dying, it's a freaking nightmare. It's no longer considered a dream.
My dad was
that
drowning.
moment.
Last night, remember the other day, my dad was telling us a story of him having a dream. So we were talking about the cool dreams, which is the flying one. I think everybody loves that dream. I guess everybody has those dreams, huh?
We all have those. Well, do you think everyone has those dreams? I mean, I've had them. But what about people that, I don't know. I think
I've had them.
But I don't fly. I know you fly. Like you fly. Like you actually.
Yeah, I fly galactically.
I don't fly.
And I always have somebody chasing me.
I don't fly. What I do is that I bounce. That's the only thing I can put. Because it's not a jump.
You gravitate.
Yeah, it's not a jump.
Interesting.
I don't jump up. What I do is that I kind of bounce. Like I kind of go. I could be walking.
And then suspend in the air.
Like I can be walking, and then as I'm walking, then I kind of do this, and then
you can stay there.
I just stay here. But then I can kind of do this.
Float around.
And I can float around. And then I'll fall, but then then I get stuck.
I'm like, I fly.
I get stuck again, but then here we go. I figured it out. I know how to do it. And once I do it, it's really easy to get done. I don't dream about those often, but those are my favorite dreams.
I do fly, and when I do fly, I can't fly off the ground.
What do you mean?
I'm already flying. Like
No,
I never
jump.
see myself go.
I bounce. I go.
I'm already flying. Like I'm already in the dream of flying.
Okay, got it.
So by the time I'm already flying, I'm already suspended in the air, galactically.
Now, for your subconscious,
I can't fly here on the planet. I'm not here. I'm out there.
so for your because technically, when your conscious mind goes to sleep, is when your subconscious actually awakens, and that's the one that is actually creating these dreams, right? It's your subconscious. Now, is your subconscious can only see or create the dream or the picture in your head that your conscious mind has seen through some sort of imagery while you're conscious, meaning not asleep. whether it's Star Wars, whether it's Superman. But if that picture would have never been put in your mind, do you think one would be able to fly like that galactically? I don't know. I'm just asking.
I don't think you would know what it is.
Like 9.
It's like Indians that live in a tribe that's never been inhabited by technology. How do you think how beautiful their dreams are? How about if you have a person that's
How about if they only dream about tigers chasing them?
How about there's no tigers in that area that chase them?
I think there's tigers in India.
I'm not talking about Indians.
And jaguars. I've seen some crazy
talking
jaguar
about
videos.
Tribal.
They live in tribes. You mean that island that hasn't been touched by man? And
Yeah.
and the Amazon, like in the Amazon, there's these tribes deep in the Amazon, and the Amazon has jaguars.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they're dreaming about finding a whole bunch of food,
All right.
finding a whole
Gold. Well, what would they do with gold? They don't even know. Well, you never know. Trading.
They know.
They know.
They know.
Wow. That's interesting because I just started thinking, what happens if you were to take a kid, never, ever, ever allow anything bad to happen to them, and then they just live in like a little bubble? And how would their dreams be?
So they'll live their life to just have dreams.
No, what I'm saying is they've never interacted into anything negative. How do you think their life would be? Would they just be happy? They've never heard of famine. They've never heard of disease.
Then the minute
they've never been taught fear.
But the minute something fearful happens, it destroys the whole reality of life.
Why? If their story would be a different story.
But how do you avoid tragedy? Like, for instance, like our son, a bird died. That was one of the first tragedies. We found the dove. We were keeping it. It was a baby dove. And all of a sudden, we came outside and it had drowned in the pool. Then we had to bury it in the backyard. Like, we didn't want to show him that tragedy, but it's life, Things happen.
Yeah, but do you think we gave it a bad connotation?
No, man, we gave it a great connotation.
I don't know. Like
We explained it well. I looked at him. I looked at the bird. And then when I looked back at my son, I went, that's exactly where I went, dead. And he kind of looked at me. At the burial, what did I say? I
forgot what you said.
My son was all serious. His head is down. And I go, I think we named him Birdie. Was it Birdie? Oh, Birdie. You stupid Birdie. You drowned in the pool. You didn't know you weren't a duck. You forgot you couldn't swim.
Poor bird.
Right? And
he was a dumb bird though.
Yeah, I told you. I wasn't lying. You see?
Can
birds be dumb? Doves are dumb.
I don't know, but
Listen,
that bird
I think
was
doves
just,
are fucking dumb.
Because we raised a mockingbird.
Mockingbirds are smart.
Bird was like, I would go like this. He would come here, and I would feed him.
Yeah, I had him trained. I would go, and I would go like that, and he would just fly in. He would go inside his cage and come back out, and then once he tasted freedom, he's like.
He came one day to say bye,
and he never came back. He took off,
and he stood here.
Yep.
He would give me kisses.
Yep.
And then he left.
That mockingbird would stand on top of his cage outside in our patio, and then he would fly down, catch moths, and then go back into his cage. This stupid dove couldn't even eat by himself. Like we had to force feed him, otherwise he would die. Like this motherfucker was already hunting. He was a baby.
It was a baby.
A mockingbird.
He would go around the tree, eat.
Yeah.
We would put the cats away.
Yeah.
He would eat.
Yeah.
And then once we would go like this.
Yeah, he would come and eat.
He would come back.
Yeah.
Get in his cage because he knew the cats were coming out. Mm-hmm. And he would stay there. Or she. We don't know if it was a girl or a boy.
But yeah, doves are not that smart.
What a freaking genius.
And there's dumb birds and there's smart birds. It's dumb dogs and there's smart dogs. There's dumb people and then there's smart people. Just because we're people doesn't mean we're all smart.
That's true.
We have the ability. See, I think some animals just don't have the ability of being smart. Like doves. Doves, they're dumb. Like I think pigeons are kind of smarter than doves. Like those,
You know, pigeons are definitely smarter. You could train a pigeon to freaking fly from here. Well, those are
it depends.
specific.
See,
pigeons.
those are the smart pigeons. They're not the dumb pigeons. The dumb, you see, actually pigeons are dumb because they can fly, right? But they stay like Miami, right here. It's beautiful. No pigeons.
Yeah, we have.
We have pigeons?
Yeah.
Where you see pigeons at?
In downtown.
Downtown. Here, in this area here, around here.
They don't want to get eaten by hawks.
So they hang out in New York City skyscrapers.
Freezing their asses
off.
Where there's hawks.
And there's hawks everywhere as well. There's hawks all over the place. Hawks, pelicans, eagles.
Pelicans eat them too?
No, not pelicans. Falcons, I'm sorry.
They do though.
Yeah, they do that. You've seen the pelicans just swallow? They just swallow them whole. So they can fly, but they stay like in. I remember when I lived in New York City, it used to be like dirt. It used to be like
I know
19, 10 degrees, and no birds would be standing right by the window. So what we would do is that they would stand by the bathroom window. And the bathroom window was a smaller window, like usual, right? What we would do is that we would close the bathroom door just so the cold wouldn't come in, and we would crack open the window a bit so heat can kind of go out and they can get some of that heat to the pigeons. We just feel bad for the pigeons.
Oh, yeah, I feel bad for them too. They're always by the window.
That's like their ledge. And then they'll have babies there. We used to have pigeons come in and do and lay nests, and we see the eggs there, and they'll hatch and be a new pair of stupid pigeons in the building. Just have
your building was filled with pigeons.
I know. It used to be filled with pigeons. I remember I used to go up to the roof. Like I already knew some of the pigeons because I used to hang out in my window. Just we have Xbox or PlayStation, so fucking stand down.
You watch nature.
You look at the pigeons, and I already knew which pigeons were. And then if the new pigeon came around, I'd be like, that's a new stupid pigeon right there. They didn't call them stupid back then, but now I call them stupid because they're dumb. They can fly. Like turkey vultures, they're ugly, but
they're smart.
They're smart. They travel. Like they travel up north, and then when the winter comes, you just see them coming back down. Now they're around here, and I think they're going to be traveling a little bit further south. They'll go down to like Central America, maybe even South America, and then and when in South America gets winter, which is our summer, they start coming back up. But they travel distances.
Miles. What happens if they get tired over the ocean? Do they travel over the ocean or do they travel over land?
I think they travel over the land, but they must cross big stretches of water.
Did they tell each other?
No, they just follow it.
How about they Like, do they know? Do you think some of them die on the way?
Yeah, probably hundreds.
That's interesting.
Probably hundreds die. But, a lot of them, or all of them, I think flying for them is so easy for those turkey vultures.
Yeah, they know how to glide.
They don't even flap their wings. They only flap their wings when they're going up. And once they're up there,
they just soar.
They just keep their hands open this way. You just see them. They never flap their wings. They're like this. They just glide over.
They don't need to. They're so big.
I know, their wingspan
They
is so
are very big. How many feet is a turkey vulture?
Wingspan, I'm going to say
5 feet?
About 5 to 6 feet.
They're big.
Yeah, it's big. Yeah, like a big chicken.
Need to eat them. They probably taste really good.
No, you can't eat those.
Why?
I don't know. I wouldn't eat those.
If you're starving, guess what we having for dinner?
I mean, as humans, I think we can eat all of them, but can you eat turkey vultures?
Come on.
I mean, it does have a turkey on it, right?
Somebody hungry? You're going to eat that bad boy.
Let me see. Let's do this.
Or there's certain animals that you cannot eat.
Are turkey vultures eatable?
Edible.
Let's see. Search. Let's see. Turkey vultures taste like chicken? 2012, 2019. Can a human eat vulture meat?
Let's see.
Let's see what it says. Can you eat? You may know that Google is tracking you. No, that's not.
I told you. You don't get any good information anymore.
It says, I mean, you can do cocaine. I'm sure you can eat vulture meat.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, this is dumb. This is like a thread. Let's see, 2012. turkey vulture. Last week I spotted a turkey vulture walking in a field of an elementary school. I rarely see vultures walking along the road. Looking at the strange way the feathers were ruffled on the bird's left side, I assumed the bird had some sort of accident. Even as I move closer, alright, this guy's just telling a story.
That's from 2012. What's going on with all the new information?
Facts about turkey vultures.
Do not eat turkey vultures. Their feet are too thin. I can't make good chicken soup.
I don't know. It doesn't say.
I wonder what animals you can and can't eat. What animal is not edible by humans?
I don't know.
I know you can't eat a polar bear's liver.
You can't eat polar bear liver because it has 2,000
You'll die.
IUEs of vitamin D or something like that.
A. Retinol.
But I think as humans we can eat anything.
Can we?
I think we're what don't we eat?
What?
Like really, what can't we eat? Some places like dogs, cats. Somebody's eating dogs and cats. Like we can eat anything. Like we can eat anything on planet Earth, from the grass. I mean, from plants to.
Let's see.
But actually,
this is 2007. I don't know what's happening to the internet, but it's really scary.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Mm-hmm. But actually, we can eat almost any animal, but we cannot eat most plants.
We cannot eat most plants. No.
There's only a few plants that we can eat.
Because they put poison on themselves so that they can survive.
No, I know. But what I'm saying, as a human, you just can't eat. So you can eat more proteins than you can actual leafy greens or stuff like that. Just like plants. It's interesting, huh?
That is. But you know why, right?
No, I know that. But I'm saying, as a human, like you can eat almost any living animal. Octopus, shrimp. You know, you can go
fish,
whale.
Can you eat any fish? No, there's some fish you gotta stay away from.
Maybe one or two, but if you know how to cook
very
it,
well.
But you still can eat it.
Yeah,
you got to know what part you can't eat.
That's true.
You know, but you can basically eat everything. You can eat pig. Mm-hmm. You can eat. People eat roaches.
Snakes.
You can eat snakes.
Spiders.
People eat spiders.
Bats.
Coronavirus.
Owls.
Anything.
So why not turkey vultures?
I think you can eat them.
I think so too.
I wouldn't eat it because they eat only dead things. I don't know.
How about an eagle?
You can eat.
I wouldn't want to kill an eagle and eat it, but I'm just saying.
You can. That's actually better. They eat
fresh meat.
They eat fresh meat. You can eat a lion.
Oh, a tiger.
You can eat a crocodile.
Elephant.
Shark.
How does that taste?
It must be rough meat because it's pure muscle.
Pure muscle. Seal.
Oh, nice and fat, flubbery.
You don't like fat and flubbery.
But that's true. It's got a lot of fat in it.
Can you? You could probably get really sick.
You got high cholesterol. Eat one seal. You see?
You gotta be careful.
Yeah, you gotta be careful what you can and can't eat, but you gotta know. You know, but most animals you're able
to... There goes Johnny. Don't eat that animal.
Don't eat that. No, cow's good. That, no. But you can eat armadillos. You can eat anything.
Can you eat an armadillo?
Yeah, you can eat anything.
But it's so hard.
Open it up.
Where?
Throw it in the thing. Just like a lobster. Just crack it open like a lobster. You gotta kill it first, I assume.
Of course. You're not gonna throw it.
Poor. They do. In the name of science. In the name of science. They will torture an animal in the name of science.
Yeah, that's horrible.
I know. But it's the way it works. But yes, you can eat anything you want. So go for it, guys. Let us know in the comments below. What is the weirdest animal you have ate in your life? What's the weirdest animal or thing you've ate?
Frog legs.
Frog legs. I had frog legs once too. I've never had croc. I've never ate croc.
Do they sell that?
Yeah, they eat croc meat.
I think you're not allowed to. I thought they were protected.
Only from personal hunting, but they got restaurants. Croc.
I know. I've seen that. Yeah. I've never tried it though.
Yeah.
Croc fritters.
I think the weirdest thing was I went to the Amazon once, and in the Amazon, there was a Japanese sensei there, and he took out from inside his jacket like this like this container. He popped it open. He had small little fish in some sauce, and I think that was the weirdest thing because I didn't know what it was. I still don't know to this day what it was.
It was probably
sardines.
no, yeah,
Yeah.
probably sardines are a special delicacy fish.
Yeah. Took it out. Took a bite. I'm like, oh.
Now I gotta eat this.
I gotta eat this because otherwise gonna get offended. I gotta eat stupid fish, right? Oops.
Oh, well, you have to be respectful.
Yeah, you have to be respectful. Listen, if you're gonna be in that culture, I know a lot of you guys out there are gonna be like, "Well, you know what? If I don't like it, I'm not gonna eat it."
No, sorry,
Listen,
guys.
If you're gonna be about that life, like I was and I am in the martial arts world. So right now, even let's say I'm around a Japanese sensei, and it's their art, it's their culture, and if they take out a food for everyone to try.
Does everyone have to try?
If you don't do it, it looks disrespectful.
Unless you're smart and you go, I'm sorry, but I'm allergic to fish.
You can say you're vegan.
I would come up with some excuse.
I am.
Point proven.
Right? What do you call this? You're not a meat eater. You're
No, I'm a vegan.
No, but there's another one.
Or I'm just a meat eater.
No, what's the other one?
A vegetarian.
Vegetarian. I'm a vegetarian. Sorry, I'm a vegetarian.
For today.
Well, I cut up my meat.
Or is there one for just meat eaters?
Yeah, carnivore. But if you're a meat eater or carnivore,
Then you would just only be eating carnivore.
So you can eat fish.
No.
Yeah.
Carnivore's a carnivore.
No, yeah, you eat anything that has meat that's alive, and you.
Yeah, but it's not as dead.
Kill it.
It's dead. It's a dead fish. And it's cold. Not warm-blooded.
I know, but when you're about, like I said, when you're about that life, there's certain things you do. When you're not about that life, you don't have to do it.
Yeah, but can't you be respectful and be like, hey, can I try a piece? And if I don't like it, can I throw it out? So they give you a little piece and not a big piece?
Yeah, you can do it, but you still try it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I would try it.
Yeah, try
I'm
it.
about that. I don't care.
Yeah, you want to try something. Oh, wow. Nobody's
I'll be like, can I try a little piece? And if I like it, I get more?
And you know what? I was very young. I think I was 15, 16 years old when that happened. So to me, it was more, I guess now as an adult.
Yeah,
I'd be like, oh yeah, let me try that. I want to try new foods.
Of course.
I'd be open to trying new foods. Like one of the things we like doing when we travel is going out and trying the food from that culture or that region of the world. It's just great to immerse yourself in a different culture and see what they eat and how they live and how they drink, and because you want to be part of it, because you're never part of it. You kind of get a glimpse here either on TV or there's a certain neighborhood that, it's like an Italian neighborhood. But if you go to Italy, you want to try all the spices. If you go to an Indian restaurant here, you kind of get a sense of it. But if you go to India, you want to get the whole experience. You want to be able to eat with your hands.
I agree.
Stuff like that, just to immerse yourself in the culture. But yeah, I tried that. I think that was the weirdest thing because I still don't know what I ate.
It did sound pretty weird though.
It sounded weird. Like the way he took it out, I was like, he's taking that out from a can from his pocket.
And we gonna try it?
And now we're gonna eat that? I don't wanna. Oh, fuck, it's my turn. Done.
Yeah, I try to pass things quick when I don't like it.
But it wasn't bad. I don't think it was bad. I think it was more... You see, I was a very picky eater as a young kid. So anything given to me, whether it was good or bad,
was tough.
It was going to be tough for me.
Yeah.
Now, I try it. Like, now I'm like, all right, like, in my mind now, I'm like, all right, it's not going to kill me. So I'll try it.
So I wonder what block we had as kids that we wouldn't try certain things.
Just kids just don't like...
Was it texture?
I think as we
taste?
I think as we age, our taste buds change and our taste change. Because right now, I like certain foods that I would have never liked as a kid. Like, I like onions now.
Yeah,
I
garlic.
There's certain things I just like. I just like the way it tastes now. But as a kid, I was like, no, don't want that.
Interesting.
I think we just grow up and, music, taste change.
Yeah.
Clothing.
Well, because you learn the influence that you have.
Yeah, food is...
At that moment.
And when you try new foods and rich foods and different foods, you're like,
they
wow,
taste so good.
You want to try it out.
It's true.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But at least you can say, well, you know what? I don't like that food anymore. Why? But I tried it. Mm-hmm. But you can't say you don't like it if you've never tried it. We're very lucky that our son actually tries Everything. He tries it all. He doesn't care. He goes, you know what? I'll try it. If I don't like it, I don't have to eat it. But I think we set that expectation. And the expectation was, dude, try it. If you don't like it, you don't have to eat it. So in his mind, he's like, okay, that's not a bad deal. If I don't like it, I won't eat it. But I think parents have a tendency to say, no, you're going to eat it. Because we're ego driven, right? And if I make you something and you're my subordinate, you're below me, technically, because I made you. Humans, we got that superiority complex, right? And then you don't eat it, you're offending me by not eating what I made.
Correct.
So we see it that way. And I think if you were to be like, I'm going to give you this. If you don't like it,
yeah,
you don't
I
have to
agree.
eat it. But again,
then we go back to the perception and how you were raised and what offends you and what doesn't. Like, you know what? As I've been growing up,
people.
Yeah, like I've been growing up and I've been getting older, and I've come to the conclusion that a lot of the stuff that I would get angry at is only self-driven by past experiences that I've had. That are just memories that come up that remind me of something. So when something annoys me, it's usually because something happened probably negatively back in the past, and it brings that thought back forward. And then I associate it to that thought. And then instead of me just seeing it for what it is, I see it more as an insult or something that shouldn't have been. Crazy, huh?
Yeah. And I think if you're having trouble with your kids not eating at home, maybe that's one thing that you guys can try is give them the option. Hey, try it. If you don't like it, you don't have to eat it. But then you have to follow through on it.
Let's try it together.
But
yeah.
But what about if you do like it?
Then you eat it and he doesn't.
I know, but you can't say you try it together because he's going to say, well, you already tried it.
No, what I'm saying is like, try it.
But second, if you're going to put the broccoli down and not put salt, not put any dressing,
Not seasoning, yeah.
not put anything, you just boil it or steam it and put it there. Guys, kids are used to eating sugar. And you're going to give them something that has, because broccoli is not that good if you don't put any salt.
Yeah, it doesn't, or
if
butter.
you don't put butter on it, or you don't put some blue cheese on it, or you don't
Blue
put...
cheese tastes so good.
Tastes good on everything, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't put something like that and your kid doesn't like it, can you blame the poor kid? No,
it's
you can't.
all about the seasoning, people.
Guys, so all you have to do is make it tasteful for them. And if you're a bad cook, you're a bad cook. And you know what? You're probably a bad cook if your kid's not eating. But maybe cook a little bit. Listen, there's some people that don't know how to cook.
That's true.
There's a lot of people out there that don't know how to cook.
That's true. This is true.
Right?
But that's why there's cookbooks.
There's cookbooks. There's YouTube. You're on YouTube right now. Right?
Check it out.
Go after this video and after our next video. After you watch 4 or 5 of our videos and like and comment on all of them, then check out delicious healthy meals for kids.
That's right.
Something like that. I don't know if that actually exists.
You
but
know
there should
what
be
we
something
did,
like that.
which I thought was pretty dope. We back in the days we used to frequent a lot of local restaurants, and then what we started doing was getting the dishes that we actually liked, and instead of going out there all the time and buying stuff, we started making them at home. And now most of the dishes that we love to eat out, I can make here in the house. Yeah, delicious.
Like wet salads. We make filet mignon. We'll make
we make the barbecue burger. We make the blue cheese and balsamic glazed burger.
We're making pizzas now.
We make Colombian burgers. No. Colombian burgers are really good. They're made with arepas.
Yes, I don't know if that's really... We're naming a Colombian burger. It probably exists, but I think we're one of the first ones to do it. We take an arepa. An arepa is
Colombian corn cake.
It's a Colombian corn cake. I call it a Colombian pancake.
Yeah.
Right? It's like a pancake.
It looks like one.
But it's not as soft as a pancake.
Oh, no,
right?
It's nice and toasty.
And
like toast.
So we make these tortillas, right? Kind of. Colombian tortillas, right? Pancakes. Make them thick. Cut them down the middle. Put one, you use them as a bun instead of using bread as a bun. And the other day we had it and it was great. I loved it. But you know what? I want to change it for something else. I don't like the way that the taste of ketchup with the arepa taste.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna taste that good. You should try the blue cheese and the
maybe blue cheese or maybe barbecue.
Ooh, like the barbecue burger.
I think that would be
With
better.
some pulled pork and bacon.
Man, you see? And that's why we've stopped eating out. It's not just because of anything. It's just because we're really enjoying eating at home right now. Number one, we know where the food's coming from. We know how to make it. It's not like we have to return it because it was overcooked or not cooked enough or cold or that we found the hair. Because even if I find the hair in my food at home, what of our freaking hairs?
It's usually mine.
So if it's one of our hairs, I'm like, whatever, just gonna take it out and eat it. But I don't know if it was freaking Tony's hair from the back that hasn't cleaned his beard in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. In
I
the
don't
house,
know. In the house,
I don't care. I just move it over and I continue eating.
But I don't even find any hairs in the house.
And I have long hair.
Yeah, and you shed a lot. Well, women shed a lot. You guys do. You guys shed a lot. I've been shedding a lot. It's been falling on my back and it gets stuck there.
He always says that.
All right. Guys, don't forget, subscribe to our channel, like this video, comment. That is episode number 44. We're calling it a day. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
That's right,
and
guys.
I'll see you guys.
Subscribe.
And comment. See you guys later. Bye, guys.